Hello, welcome back. I noticed that I never really got into stop loss placement or take profit, and I was just going to make a quick video about where I decide to put my stop loss and where trailing stop loss and where I take profit. So let's just use this trade as an example. Um, let's do this. I don't know what that worked. Let's use this 5-minute breaker because it lays over top of this quadrant and this quadrant. There's also an inefficiency there. So I'll take the inefficiency. So stop loss for this 3-candle pattern, you have the gap candle. Put your stop loss right below there. It's pretty easy. All you have to know is where your fair value gap is. Go to the bottom of that candle. Place your stop loss 1 or 2 ticks below it. So like here would be a good stop loss. And then for the breaker, you're going to do the same thing. Mark out your breaker. And stop loss 1 or 2 ticks below that. Same thing for all inefficiencies. You're going to find the candle of the inefficiency, and you're just going to put your stop loss 1 or 2 ticks below that. It's very simple, very easy to do, very easy to understand. Now take profits. Actually, let's go over how to trail a stop loss first. So I'm looking for, say you entered right here, or right here. After liquidity gets taken out, this high getting taken out, you wait for a retracement. This liquidity right here, if this move took out this high, I would have trailed to the bottom of this. If this took out this high, I would have trailed to the bottom of this. But then you have this. So this is kind of a bad example of where to trail your stop loss, because it's just one-sided, complete, just huge move. And this is not financial advice. This is not trade advice. This is simply me reading price action and trying to teach price action. Forgot to mention that in the last video. But like, after this, could trail below here. And then TPs, I'm looking at equal highs. So relatively equal highs, that's a better relatively equal high, it's closer. in the previous session. We're in Asia session. Well, we're in London session here. So I'd be looking at Asia session liquidity first. And this is how to capture small moves. You don't need the full thing. These moves are more likely to get hit than the big daily highs or daily lows. Gaps like this are always good targets. So you could have taken off a contract at the midpoint of this gap. You don't need the whole thing. And then we go to here. This is New York session. So the high of New York session. And that's another take profit. The high of pre-market session. Another take profit. The high of London session. And this is a daily high, but I'll just mark it out here. Let's see, this is not a daily high. Oh, I guess this would have been the daily high. Daily highs are final targets. Pre-market liquidity is, or the previous session liquidity is an easy target that you can go to. Because these moves aren't always going to move from liquidity to high. You got to know which liquidity indicates what type of move. So like there's a big pool here of buyers who put their stop loss below here, hoping to take out these highs. And the market just came down and wrecked them. More liquidity is just at gaps. Like the regular trading hours gap. There's liquidity in there. There's liquidity at each of these swing highs. Swing highs on the daily chart are a better draw than just daily highs. Those are more likely to get hit. But before they get hit, these daily highs have to be swept first. So if it hit this, continued, and kept going, I would have been looking for this draw next. Swing highs have more liquidity than just these highs here and these highs here. But there's still liquidity at these highs. So that's where I'm taking profit. All those levels that I marked out. There's obviously beginning liquidity. Like say you put on 2 contracts and you thought this was going to be like a good move. I'd take profit here. I'm not really looking for these small moves, but to start, these small moves are all you need. I'd be looking at this liquidity and also equal highs anywhere are liquidity. But this is the terminus. All these levels are just draws in between that, and each of them get hit. But some days it doesn't reach the terminus. It only reaches highs like this, or highs like this, or even some days it's highs like this, and then it'll reverse in the opposite direction. So, alright, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. That was just a quick overview of stop loss placement and take profits. Because if you're a beginner to this, you probably don't know that. So I think it's important to teach. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.